So, Tracy, you were in China. I know you were sorry that you missed the end of Haywatch.
Oh, God. Who's back on this?
Tracy was hoping Haywatch would have ended sometime in the middle of last season, but no.
Welcome back.
We did have our series finale of Haywatch. Gordon took the court. I know you're okay that it's over.
Yes.
What do you think is going to change for the Celtics with Gordon Hayward back this season?
Well, first, I think he's got to get acclimated and get his confidence back of being out on that court and doing some of the things that he was accustomed to doing. I mean, going through a horrific injury like that, I mean, you still going to have that mental block. And he's got to get back in great basketball shape. To me, when I see him, he doesn't look – his body physically doesn't look like it did last season. And I think he's got to get in great basketball shape, and his confidence will rise as the season progresses.
And look, you've been through this. When I sat down and talked to him in Boston, he said that he's mentally a little bit all over the place. He's like, you want to do everything all at once when you come back from being out for a long time. What is that like? How do you get yourself to a place where you can kind of hone in on the game the way you used to?
It's just baby steps that you got to take, and you just got to, get over these little hurdles that are in the way. Eventually, I think he'll get there. The great thing about his situation is his team is really not going to have to rely on him to do so much, for them to be a great team. But I think in order for them to compete for a championship, he's got to be at his best.
All right, we got to get to Kyrie, though, because huge news in Boston last night. They're at a Celtics fan event, and Kyrie just casually drops to the fans, oh, by the way, I intend on re-signing here next summer if you guys will have me. How do you feel? I mean, obviously, Celtics fans are thrilled. How do you feel about him announcing it now, though? He apparently got his teammates together at the house in the afternoon and told them.
Well, I think he's just tired of all the rumors that are being out there about him joining the Knicks.
Right.
And, I think it's just a vote of confidence that he's given his team, given his organization and that fan base that he wants to be in a Celtics uniform. It makes sense to me.
Right.
I mean, he's on a hell of a team that can be great for a long time. So I think he's just giving everybody a vote of confidence that he's going to be back.
I mean, that's a huge exhale for that whole organization. Sure. They haven't talked any money yet. He said they won't talk money until the summer, but he got to think they're going to pay the man, so that'll be fine.
Paid, sure.
He said on our show just last month, he said, every time I think about maybe exploring free agency, I say to myself, what are you effing doing, was his exact quote.
I mean, seriously, Rachel, to me, and I'm going to announce this on our show today, I have the Celtics winning the championship in 2019. I'm raising the band.
Wait a minute. This coming June.
2018, 2019, my championship team is the Boston Celtics.
You don't think the Warriors are going to win the title this year?
How many times you want me to say it? How many different ways you want me to say it?
I want to make sure.
My pick for this year, is Boston Celtics.
So you think they're ready now? You don't think the train is coming later? You think it is on time right now?
I think they're ready now.
Wow. That is a huge statement. We will be coming back to that throughout the season, but you get to say you were on it first, certainly. No question about it. I want to get to guys on the other side, though, because I don't think people expect the Lakers to be reaching up to that level this year. But there are big things expected with LeBron. We haven't gotten your thoughts on that yet. And I also want to take a look at what happened last night, because Brandon Ingram showed out in that game last night, especially toward the end. You could not get back. By the way, they couldn't even inbound the ball without Brandon interrupting them. LeBron had great things to say. 31 points for Brandon, 9 rebounds, that monstrous dunk. LeBron saying, quote, I thought he was great. His pace, his ability to play the point, play the wing. He's a very special talent, LeBron said. And, he said, we're happy to have him on our side. What do you think?
Well, what is he, 6'10"?
Yeah.
6'10". He's very skilled. What number draft pick was he? Number 2 overall?
Yeah.
This is what they expected out of Brandon Ingram, a guy that could be able to play multiple positions. I saw him running the point guard last year. Defensively, I think he could be a problem on the defensive end because of his length.
Yes, he certainly was last night.
Yeah, so, being getting better every year, making this progression. And he's only going to get better because he's learning the game from two of the brightest minds in the game. Rondo and LeBron James. Playing alongside those guys, they're going to help elevate his game. And he's got the skill set to be who they think he could be.
I mean, obviously, LeBron is investing in him. He's really talking him up. And you know that from being a vet on a team and trying to give your young guys confidence.
Gives you a lot of confidence, especially when you playing with the greatest player on earth right now, you know, and he's telling you these things and how much, you know, of a great player you can be. I mean, that only helps your confidence rise.
And what you've seen so far of LeBron in the Lakers uniform?
Well, LeBron is going to be LeBron. I'm just worried about the cast that are around him. I'm used to seeing LeBron with guys that can spot up and shoot the ball, and I don't see that. I mean, it's kind of an unconventional team that has been put together, so we'll see.
I mean, it's going to be interesting, and there's already discussions on who's going to be on the floor at the end, you know, and who's going to be the point guard is one of the big conversations. But you know, LeBron's a point guard, especially in clutch moments at the end of the game. So it's going to be interesting who they put around him.
Yes.
So you have some empathy for Luke Walton and all the decisions he's going to have to make?
No. I mean, he's got two great minds over there along with himself. He'll figure it out.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. All right.